surprised I'm not dead for sure.
I've actually never blacked out before. Not once. I don't know. Yeah, that's one thing that I've always been terrified of, and I've just like always because I've done a bunch of drugs and in my life, but I've never blacked out. But I've never like I've always had control on like not getting to that point. But I have like
good for you. Yeah, that's awesome.
I mean, I guess like I have had like other issues with it. Like I have like got in trouble with the law, had to go to treatment and stuff like that, and like and even when I was in treatment, I'm like, man, I'm not even like addicted, because I kind of felt like I really wasn't. And I actually wasn't, because like the drugs that I was doing when I went to treatment, I just stopped doing. You know what I mean? I don't really.
Were you forced to go to treatment though?
Yeah, legally. Yep. Yeah. I legally had to. So that it was just like, outpatient.
I'll be honest. I smoked weed the fucking day I got out of treatment. Bro. I swear to God. That's because I was. That's most people though. Like when you force someone to go through it, they don't actually want to change. No, but like I was kind of at a point. It's like I gotta do this shit. I'm going to fucking jail. Yep. That's when you got that hanging over your head. It's like, okay, I can get sober. But then once you get through it, it's like, fuck, dude, I'm packing a ball to celebrate now.
Well, that's how it works with everything. It's like whether you need to like stop drinking, doing drugs, or like just have healthy habits, or like just work on yourself to like your business or whatever you want. It's not like no one's going to force you to do it, because if they force you to do it, it's not going to come from the heart and you're not going to be successful. The only way that like you're going to be successful if it is when you fucking want to do it. Yeah. Like that's what it is. You got to have that come from like within. And it's like that, like even with like for me with like making music, like I've always wanted to do it and blah, blah, blah. And like it wasn't until I was doing it for like 6, 7, 8 years until when I was like, then like the passion really came and like, holy shit, I can actually do this. And like it came from within, like, something like that. And it's like, I feel like that it's like across the board with everything.
Change has to come from within.
Literally.
No matter
like,
what.
You can't force someone to do it. It's just not going to work.
Like, dude, talking like for me, like people told me like, yo, my mom and like family and shit, like quit drinking for like the longest time. And like, it wasn't until it finally like clicked in my head where it actually fucking happened.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cause like you can tell somebody something like so much. You gotta find that
They'll
shit.
never be ready. Like you can tell them the same thing 1,000 times and like they won't be ready to hear it till that day that they're ready.
Yep.
Like you said, something like
just
clicks perfectly.
Dude. It's so fucking weird. Cause like, especially like with me for drinking, like it took a long time. Like, dude, I got to the point where like I'd be puking blood, bro. And so like, you would think you'd be like, damn, I should quit, but not even that. Like, like you can get locked in. It's fucking scary.
It makes you almost keep going. It's like, oh fuck, I'm never drinking again. The next weekend you're just back at it. Like,
that was me for like 5 years. Yeah. Literally.
No, I lived through the whole thing. I was there for the whole thing. I mean, well, dude, and it was Jake was basically a very, very good alcoholic, because it's like I knew he had a problem, and it was more like I didn't know that he had a problem like with drinking like I knew he had a problem with drinking like too much that time. You know what I mean? Like, so it'd be a Friday night, we'd go out, he would drink like that much. He would just like, drink too much and like maybe black out or something. But I didn't realize until like for a while that it was like, that would happen all the time, every time, like that, like it's a problem.
It's like, it's blackout or nothing.
Yeah.
Like, were you an everyday drinker, or were you a weekend warrior?
See,
one of the lessons I learned from like my treatment counselor, he was like, if you only drink on Saturday night, but Monday through Friday, that's all you're fucking thinking about. Like you're going there doing your day job, like, and you're the weekend warrior. That's what you're living for. It's like, you're an addict.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if you're doing it every day or not.
Yep.
Like,
cause like I never really like saw it as a problem. Right. So I never stopped, but like, even when I quit, it's like I had like physical like withdrawal symptoms and shit. Yeah. And like that's kind of how I was. Like it all started like, playing shows all the time. Like you're just drinking to have fun.
You're in that environment too.
Yeah. And it just kind of slowly turned into that pretty much.
Wild.
Yeah. I'm impressed that you're even able to go to like as many shows as you are nowadays. Like be able like not get triggered.
I mean, I wasn't at first. Like it took a long time. We were just talking about this. Like I quit drinking and then I pretty much didn't go to shows for like almost a whole year. And then one day it was New Year's, me, Josh, and Teddy played. And I looked at Josh and I was like, yo, like I don't like, cause I'd get bad anxiety. And I was like, yo, like I don't fucking feel like that. I was so hyped. Like it took like fucking like almost a whole year. I didn't do anything, man. Like I literally sat at home, went to the gym, like did music shit. That's pretty much it.
Is that when you kind of started your weight